Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sitting on the Floor with Kira
and Bella.
Today, we're going to be doing questions for each other. Bella has some written down. I do not.
No.
They're in the dome, but they're hidden. They're hidden way back there, so I will find them probably later.
Yeah, they're cemented in there.
Yeah.
You got a pretty strong brain. You got a pretty strong brain. I have I only have 5 written down, so there's that.
I think I had like 4. So.
4?
Yeah.
Perfect. And honestly, whatever you want to ask, like if you want to answer it as well, you can, and like we can do it that way.
I think
too.
we should do like
Yeah, ask and answer. I feel like that's fair. What if we have the same ones? Because we didn't confer about which ones we were doing.
I guess we'll find out.
That's true.
Then again, like I don't remember all of the ones that I had. So
you had 4.
I had like silly ones. Like if you were to have like an animal that's like not domesticated, what kind of animal would it be?
Can I answer that now?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, a giraffe.
Why a giraffe?
Because I love giraffes or alligators. I want an alligator.
Okay, but where are you gonna put the giraffe?
That wasn't a part of the question. I was just asked if I could have any animal.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
What would you have?
I think I'd have a zebra.
A zebra?
Yeah.
Like what you're wearing?
Yeah.
Yeah, can be little twins. That's
Little
cute.
twinning.
Little
Yeah, I think
twinning.
I'd have a zebra.
That's
They're just
fair.
really
Where
cool.
would you put the zebra?
Well, a zebra would fit in my house.
So would an alligator? An alligator?
Would a giraffe?
That's not... That's besides the point.
Why would you want an alligator?
They're cute.
They're scary.
So are crocodiles?
I didn't say anything about crocodiles. They're both equally scary. They might like, oh my god, like that story about that girl that had like the, what was it, like an orangutan? And then it like chewed her face off.
What?
Like the monkey, it was like, I don't know what kind of monkey it was, but she had like a pet, like, I might have been like a chimp. And she had it for like years and years. And then one day it just like chewed her face off.
I've never heard this story.
That's crazy. It was a really big thing.
Was it?
Yeah.
Side note, can we? We'll definitely get back to the questions in a second. There is somebody out, like there are people out there that don't know who Harambe is. Did you know? Like
that is crazy to me.
That is insane.
Actually. Like he was like the biggest thing. Like how many years ago was it? Like 2019?
Was it 2019? I feel like
I'm really bad with time.
I feel like it was earlier than that. Like we were definitely. I feel like we were definitely in like middle school.
Were we?
I remember people going down the halls and like chanting some pretty crude things.
That's fucked.
But you know, I don't know. But yeah, there are people. Did I send you that TikTok? There was a TikTok that I saw of other people on a podcast where she didn't know about Harambe, and they brought him up and they explained it, and she like fucking however many years
It's such a sad story.
It is.
Too.
She was like, oh my god, is there a GoFundMe I can contribute to? She was like, this is so fucked. She was like, where is this kid? Like, yeah, she was very passionate. Bless her heart, because I mean, we were all in that same boat. Like, we were all processing it. But anyways, back to the question. Because I was just blown away that there were people who didn't know about Harambe.
Can I change my answer?
Mm-hmm.
I think I want a koala.
That's a good answer.
They're so cute.
They're very cute. I would also be okay with like a lemur or like a meerkat.
I think,
or a raccoon.
I don't know. I love monkeys, but like they're scary to me. That's what they can do.
Yeah, they're also incredibly intelligent. And my friend, he once asked, he goes, this is partly in relation to the monkey, but he goes, if evolution is real, why are there still monkeys? And
your friend might be onto something. Because what do you have an answer?
I don't remember what the answer was. We looked it up.
That's crazy.
But he spent probably like 2 weeks just saying he didn't believe in evolution. It was really funny.
Solid.
Yeah. Or I do also want a raccoon. I feel like a raccoon.
Oh my god.
I would love a raccoon.
Cute. Like honestly, any animal that I see like on the daily, like I want to take squirrels inside my house.
I don't. I'm terrified of squirrels. I'm so serious. If a squirrel, did you know they have the power to bite through bone? Like a carrot?
Do they really?
Yeah, because think about it. They're eating, like, they're biting through acorns and, like, chipping on trees and stuff like that. They can bite through your bone like it's a piece of carrot.
I have never thought about that.
I mean, technically we can too. Because, I mean, I don't know if you knew that. But
yeah, I mean, your brain just doesn't let you.
Yeah, well, thank goodness for that. I don't know when I will ever
have. You ever tried?
Part of it, like, when I found out, I was like...
I was like,
can I? Oh my gosh. Okay, so my question is, if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
I think invisibility.
Really?
No, that was a lie.
First answer, no thought.
I think I would teleport.
Teleport?
Yeah, I think
that's a pretty sick.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a pretty sick one.
Or time travel. Is that a superhero? Time
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe time manipulation.
Time manipulation.
You know, however.
Yeah, I would.
That's a pretty good one. Yeah. Mine is really like stupid. I saw somebody say this once, and like it stuck with me since I was a kid. And it's not even like a real superpower, but I just want the ability to like be nice to everybody all the time. Which like I know.
Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, because I feel like that's so lame. Can we cut that out? That feels so stupid. No, my superpower is speed.
No, because I need an explanation. I need to know what you're talking about.
So somebody one time was like, I just want the ability to be nice to everybody, you know, all the time. Or not necessarily all the time, but like when
you said nice to everybody.
Yeah.
I thought you said next to everybody. I was like, how would that work? Like clones?
I want to clone myself. No.
Okay, all right. No. Well, that makes it. I feel like you're already a pretty nice person.
I have moments where like I don't intend to be, but if I get like overstimulated or overwhelmed, I'm not trying to be like mean, but I can definitely come out more like stern than I intend to.
Yeah.
Where like my words will be like a bit more quipped. I'll be like, give me just a second, and like I don't know. I don't like how I come off in that sense. So if I had the ability, I would just want to be like nice all the time.
Okay.
But if we're talking like actual superpowers, I gotta go with definitely like time manipulation.
Yeah.
Like 5 from the Umbrella Academy has like the coolest. Don't shake your head no, because I know you haven't seen it and it's gonna break my heart.
I just.
Ooh, no, actually, I was gonna say or like Klaus because he can speak to the dead, but I don't want to speak to the dead. I'm kind of scared of that.
That would be kind of scary.
I'm terrified of that. I don't want to know what the dead are thinking. Well, wait,
I kind of do.
I kind of do, but if you're viewing in the Umbrella Academy, Klaus, he can also see the dead, and he sees them in the form that they died in, and that's what I'm.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's. I remember when
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I feel like it'd be pretty cool to talk to the dead, but like seeing them, like.
Yeah, he's a human Ouija board.
That's kind of cool though.
It is. Yeah, I think I haven't seen the show in so long and I haven't read the comics, but I think he has like hello and goodbye on his hands. It's super cool.
Imagine how many like crimes you could solve with that. Like
First crime. 1, 2, 3. John Benet Ramsey.
Bro, I need to know. I need to know right now. It's like we know it makes me genuinely fucking angry. Like the amount of like people that know about her and the amount of people that don't fucking know about her. Like I'll bring her up like in a conversation or something and somebody be like, who is that? Like who's, and I'm just like, she was like the biggest thing in like, what was it, like 1996?
Was it 96?
I have no idea. It was way back when though.
Keep
and it's still like the biggest like unsolved mystery, like one of the biggest things.
It's insane. And the fact that there are people, it just, the way time works like blows my mind. I feel like I need to be closer to the mic. The way time works is insane because there's going to be a point in time where like there are certain things that nobody is going to know about and it's terrifying. Like John Benet Ramsey to me was like such a big thing. Like
I went down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Like the public is more willing to find out what happened than the actual like police force.
Yeah.
Like they fucked that case up so bad. Like incredibly bad.
It's insane. But yeah, you were right. It was 96.
Yeah.
So, good memory.
With that, girl, I was obsessed with that for like 3 whole months. I was going down a fucking rabbit hole.
Dude, absolutely. So yeah, if I could talk to the dead, John Benet Ramsey, I would want to know. Somebody like a medium like came forward and said that she talked to John Benet Ramsey, and I don't know how I felt about that. The video was very like, it felt very strategic in a way where it was just like, it didn't seem very sincere.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I would love to talk to a medium though.
I would love to, but I'm also terrified of what they might find.
That's true.
It's to me, I'm just kind of like, do I want to know, or do I want to like live in negligence and be like, well, I'm doing the best for me.
Yeah, real. Okay, what's the next question?
I don't know. You were next.
Oh, I'm next?
Yeah.
I don't have my book.
You don't remember any of the other ones?
That was the first one that I wrote down, and the one that I read the most because it was the first one I wrote down.
Okay. Oh, this is a good one. I feel like this kind of goes hand in hand with like what we were just talking about. Number one, before I even ask the question, do you believe in like your past life? Like,
yeah.
Do you think? Okay.
100%.
Okay. How do you think you died in your past life?
Oh man, I don't know. I feel like it'd have to do with like a big fear of mine, probably, right?
That's what I would assume. And then also, I read a theory that that your birthmark is an indication of like how you died, or if you have a birthmark. Because some people don't have birthmarks.
I have a birthmark on my thigh.
So do I. I have one right here.
Mine is like right here.
I always thought that I just got like stabbed in the thigh and bled out or something.
Yeah.
Or like
because I've
shot in
seen
the
that
thigh.
same exact like quote thing.
Yeah.
And then I also have a little dot on my belly, so I'm thinking maybe I got shot there.
Maybe.
But
what were we doing in our past lives
no
to get
idea.
like
the mafia?
Oh my god, mob wives.
Mob wives.
Ah,
Yes.
maybe we were in the same. Oh my gosh, they got us together.
They got us together.
But no, I want to assume. It's crazy that our minds go like straight away to like, oh, a gunshot or a stab wound.
Yeah.
But like in reality, like anything could have happened to my thigh.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
like a burn mark, like a fire or something.
A burn mark, anything. But if we're going based off of our biggest fears, two of my biggest fears are birds and squirrels. And honestly, I would not put it past those motherfuckers to eat my thigh.
What is the reason for the birds?
For the birds? Oh, I don't fucking like birds.
Like any bird? You don't like flamingos?
No, I can't do birds. It's crazy because I didn't used to always be afraid of birds, but do you know Big Brother, the show Big Brother?
Yeah.
Okay, in one season there was this girl, her name was Nicole,
Mm-hmm.
and she went on there and she was talking about how her biggest fear was birds. And in the beginning I was like, that's such a like strange fear to have. I was like, why would you be afraid? And then she started talking about everything that birds like do and the diseases that they carry and the injuries that they cause and stuff like that. And since then I'm just terrified. And like, I don't know if you've ever been scratched by a bird, because like
I've never in my life.
No, like my friends have had like little like, what are they
like
called?
pets?
Like, yeah, like pet birds. And like I've been scratched by them. They hurt really bad. They're scary. Their beaks are like, they're aggressive animals because I mean they're tiny, so they have to be bigger than what they are.
Yeah.
So right off the bat, I'm just not a fan. And I told Kyler, because last year when I went out of town with my mom, there was like a bird coming towards me and I like lost my mind. I was like standing on the side of the road and I was like, I was losing my mind. I was like, no, absolutely not. No. And I'm backing away. And so my mom had to like step in and defend my honor. And she was like kicking her feet out. She's like, back away from my daughter. Get away. And I told Kyler, I was like, if we ever go out of town and there's like, oh my gosh. So aesthetic. I was like, if we ever go out of town and there's a bird, I was like, I need you to defend me. I was like, there are not many times in my life where I will need a man to defend me, but like if a bird's coming towards me, you better jump in there right away because I need your help.
That's a silly reason to have a man defend you.
Honestly,
the
like,
bird.
Yeah, you could sit there and like, I can have somebody swinging at me, I can have somebody cussing at me, I could have somebody like being extremely aggressive and like, or talking about me behind my back. I don't need a man to defend me. If a bird's coming at me,
out of luck. That's kind of funny.
Tag team, you're in.
So just like any bird in general.
Any bird. I oh my god.
What about the squirrels?
Oh my god. So I saw this video of this squirrel. Like, I don't know how it happened, but the squirrel got trapped in this guy's chimney. And he wanted to get it out because like the top was sealed and then the bottom was sealed. So the squirrel was trapped and it was laying there in the chimney. And so he put on a pair of like oven mitts and like newspaper and stuff like that to go and grab the squirrel. And the squirrel freaked out and bit through his hand. Like through the oven mitt, through the newspaper, and bit through his hand.
I mean, why would he do it with a glove though? Like there's no way. If there was a squirrel in my house, I would use a broom or something. Like I wouldn't want to go near it with my hands.
Yeah, I don't know why. That's a good point. I don't know why he chose to do a glove.
Like, I mean, with any like wild animal that comes into my house, I would not.
But regardless, the fear that goes through me when I see a squirrel is not to be trifled with. It is.
I love squirrels. My dog hates them. She'll chase the fuck out of
We're on the same page. We're like, sounds like I need a dog that's gonna defend me from the squirrels. I won't go near a squirrel. Like I really won't. If a squirrel, like the place that I used to stay, there was a squirrel that used to like sit outside the house. Mm-hmm. I would not go outside if the squirrel was there. You think I'm crazy?
No, I don't think you're crazy. It's valid.
You have not
I'm
seen
just
this
saying,
video.
like, it's a little, like...
extreme.
Like, extreme.
Yeah.
That's irrational.
And it is, well, you asked my irrational ones, so. Why? What are yours?
I don't think there's any animal that I wouldn't, like, go near.
I think you're a fucking liar.
Like, okay. Any, like, animals that I see outside, like, on a daily basis, like, I will literally, like, gather the nuts in my backyard and put them in a pile for the squirrels to eat overnight.
I've been in your backyard.
There's a lot of nuts back there.
There are a lot of nuts back there. I don't like that you're feeding the enemy.
I'm sorry. I didn't know until now.
I know, well, I hope your allegiance stays with me.
Actually, lizards are pretty scary. Lizards will actually, like, terrify me, but only if I don't know that they're there. Because what? There's
squirrels are irrational, but lizards,
they're so fast. Have you seen a lizard?
Have you seen a lizard bite you?
No, not the point. They're unpredictable. I don't know where they're going. I don't know where they're coming from. I don't know where they live. Like,
all wild animals are unpredictable.
Okay, but like they're so fucking fast, Bella. You don't understand.
I used to have
actually terrifying.
Like geckos as well, or just lizards, or like really anything in the reptile lizard family.
I think the wild ones. Like, I'm fine with, like, one that's, like, in a big tank. Like a bearded dragon. A bearded dragon is fine. But those little tiny ones that look like snakes with legs. Like the skinny ones.
Like a salamander.
That'll go like this. Like,
have you seen a salamander? It's like a salamander.
What does that look like?
It's like I think they're mainly in rivers.
That's terrifying. That's scary.
Like, I think, like, river banks. I don't know. I just remember a salamander from Matilda. She was, like, they found a salamander out in, like, the grass by the river.
I've never seen Matilda.
Really? It's a good... Oh, I hate when the train goes by and you can hear it.
Yeah,
I hope you can't hear it on the audio, but if you can hear it, I apologize. There's a train going by and I can't control outside sources.
I hate that it's, like, vibrating.
I know. When I'm in bed, it shakes the bed. It's like that... Really, it's like a little...
Damn.
It's like
the train is right there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a little massage.
A little massage.
Little massage. But yeah, so and lizards, okay. I understand it, but also...
And their tongues. No! Stop it! Yeah, the lizards freak me out. And then obviously, like, the big ones, like the lions and the tigers and the bears. Oh my. Like, I would never go up to, like, a wild... You know what I would go up to? Like, wild? An emu. Or like an ostrich.
I feel like we are polar opposites, because I would go up to a lion. Like, I know it would be a bad idea. But, like...
You wouldn't go up to an emu?
Fuck. Have you seen...
What do they look like? Go up to a lion.
What do they look like?
The feathers, the long legs, and the long... Oh!
Do they have a beak?
I forgot about the 5 minutes ago conversation. Okay, scratch that. That's hilarious. But ostriches are so cute.
Disagree. I actually got to, we went to one of the car rides where you could have the food for the animals.
Like a safari thing?
Yeah. I went to one and there was an ostrich and it was terrifying.
I went there as well, and the ostriches, like, they're a little aggressive.
They're very aggressive.
I mean, all the animals there, like, are, like hungry, so they'll, like, stick their heads in and stuff. But I have a whole, like, 3-hour video of me, like, I set up the phone. And the ostriches, they're like...
I know.
They're so aggressive.
My mom put the food in her hand, and the ostrich...
I would never. I even let some of them steal the bucket that I had, because I was scared.
No, they would take those buckets all, like... We probably went through, like, 3 buckets. There was, like, 5 of us in the car, and we went through, like, 3 buckets because they were just, like, snatching them out of our hands.
Like, there was this big yak thing. Oh, my God.
I love
the yaks are so cute. There was a little baby one, and so I was feeding the baby one. The mama came up, and I started feeding it. I was holding it like this, and I was fighting with her for the bucket. I was like grasping it in her mouth. This was the 3rd animal that tried to take this bucket from me. I was like, no, I'm like... Oh, and it was almost full too.
I have this picture of these. Oh my gosh. Oh, it was full too.
Yeah, it was almost full. I was like, no, you're not taking
it. I got really bad. One of our buckets was full, and then the deer. It wasn't a deer. Maybe it was a yak. I don't know.
Like an antelope.
There was some. It was a big animal. It stuck its mouth in, and it yanked it, and then it just threw it all on the ground. And I was like, you didn't even take the bucket
in the car.
No, well, yeah, we did get a lot in the car.
Oh, yeah.
But, no, they threw the food all over the ground on the dirt, and then they just, like, kept it moving.
They just walked away.
I was like, y'all are petty as hell for that.
I said, if you're not feeding me, you're not feeding nobody.
I have a picture of me petting one of the deers, and I hate when I say deers, and I don't know if it's, like...
Is deers the right...
I thought I was petting a deer, and, he got super excited, and he, like, opened his mouth, and he's like...
Aww.
It's, like, my favorite picture ever.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Okay, if you had all of the money in the world right now that you needed, where would you be? Like, where in the world? Like, where?
Can I be super honest with you? This is gonna... I don't know what type of reaction this is gonna get, because I know there's a lot that you don't really remember, like, pre-high school. We had a plan to backpack across Europe.
I do remember that.
You, my mom, and I. And the location that you were most excited for was Norway.
I wanted to go to Norway so bad.
I know you wanted to go to Norway so bad. And since then, I have actually always wanted to, like, go with you to Norway.
That's a great answer. We still have to do that.
We do. I remember you were most excited for Norway. I was most excited for either Nottingham or Ireland. And if I won the lottery, and I mean, like, if I had to be in a location, that's where I would be. It would probably be, like, Norway. Like, I would take us to Norway. But if I won the lottery and I could do whatever with it, that's a completely different answer.
I don't think I would ever want to win the lottery.
Oh, absolutely not.
Because you have to tell, like, in the state that we're in, you have to tell everybody that you won the lottery. Like, your name is going to be, like, on, like, a website or something.
Well, are you talking about, like, the Mega Million lottery, or are you talking about, like...
I don't know. I just looked it up because I was curious.
Valid.
But, yeah, in the state, you have to tell everybody. So I'd be really scared.
Yeah, because
then people also... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, people are going to come out, like, and they're going to be asking you for money. They're going to be fake. You're never going to know who your real friends are.
I'm too nice to say no. I'm going to be like, yeah.
Kira, can you pay my next year's rent? For me.
Yeah. But I don't know. I wouldn't, like... And all of the money is, like, goes to taxes. Like, I feel like you're going to be broke afterwards anyways.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't think you'd be broke, but it definitely, like, you're paying probably... I don't know the math, but I feel like at least half of that is going to taxes.
Can you get it in cash? Or does it have to be, like...
I think they tax it for cash as well. But, yeah. Actually, they might do it in installments. I don't know enough about the lottery.
Me either.
Where would you...
I just know that I would have to tell people that I want it. And
I just know that I don't play it unless it's on a ticket. Like, if it's a scratcher, I'll do it. But... If it's, like, big number, especially when you have to guess, that's great. They're like, oh, pick the number. It's like, I don't understand how people do that. They're like, I picked my lucky numbers. And I'm like, you have lucky numbers?
My lucky number is 6.
You have a lucky number?
You don't?
No.
I have a lucky number. I have a lucky letter.
I feel... I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
How do you distinguish a lucky letter?
I don't know. I just picked it. Because it's my last name.
My lucky letter is Q.
Why is it Q?
I don't know. I picked it. No, but where would you go? Norway or somewhere else?
I don't know. I think I said the question wrong. Because I had the answer in my head of the question, and then it's a completely different answer than what I asked. So I think if I could go anywhere, it would probably be, like, Iceland.
Okay. I always have to remember that Iceland is green and Greenland is ice. Okay.
But only because I really want to see the Northern Lights. Like,
you can see those in Norway. That's why.
Once in a lifetime. You can?
Yeah. That's what we were planning to do in Norway.
Not Greenland. Iceland?
Iceland
is, like, a little bit closer.
Is it?
A little bit, I think.
Gotcha.
But either way, I just want to see the Northern Lights.
Yeah. That's a huge bucket list thing. You
remember when I made that big, like, 100 bucket list thing?
Yes.
I still have it somewhere. I don't know where it is.
I wonder how much you can cross off from that.
Probably not much.
Really?
Probably not.
I feel like there's a couple of things that I have like wanted to do in my life that I've definitely got around to doing. Like going like to the West Coast and everything like that. Like there's a couple of things where I feel like I definitely wanted to do and I've gotten to do, which I'm super grateful for.
Yeah. I think most of it was like stuff to do when I'm like well over like 30.
Okay. Like, do you remember any of them?
One of them was go skydiving, because I have to do that once in my life. One of them was
Me too.
Go to California, which I probably could have done, but I haven't done that yet. And then I wanted to go backpacking somewhere. Don't know where. And then I also wanted to buy a van.
I
go on like a
van.
road trip in a van.
That'd be so fun. And the Twinkie.
In the Twinkie.
Yeah, a Volkswagen bus.
Yeah.
And the Twinkie. I mean, they're not actually called Twinkies, but I was just watching Outer Banks, and that's what they call it.
Twinkie from now on.
Twinkie? That's what they call it in Outer Banks, and I was just watching it.
Oh, I started watching Bridgerton today.
Did you really?
I did.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what episode I'm on, but girl, it's getting
good.
It's getting good.
Getting good.
I don't know. I think the question that I was gonna ask was. Never mind. I'll think of it. I don't remember what it was.
Okay.
Oh, if you could drop any.
If you could win.
If you could
when you could, would you
have you when you dream have you can
yeah,
and when you
would you?
I don't even remember. Okay, what's your next question? Because
what is the best piece of advice that you've ever received?
Can you go first?
So I was talking to a friend, and it's crazy because this was just like a few months ago, but I was talking to a friend, and she had been having anxiety about a situation, and that made her drop the situation entirely, where she was just like, I'm having too much anxiety over it, like I don't want to participate. And then she had told me a little while later that she had realized that anxiety isn't always like a bad thing. It just means that your body is like, especially if it's over something good, like let's say that you're getting you're gonna perform on a stage and you're getting anxiety. That's not a bad thing. It just means that you're really excited and you really want to do well. It's just that your body doesn't know how to handle all of those like exciting nerves, and so it processes it as anxiety into, I don't want to mess up and I don't want to do bad. And so she had said that the anxiety, she should have taken it as a good thing, that what she was doing was the right path, and what she was doing was like, although scary to her, was probably what was best for her in the end. And I really liked that, because as somebody who has anxiety all day, every day, I am like, it made me take a different outlook to everything, and realizing like, okay, like, am I having anxiety because this is something that is genuinely stressful, or am I having anxiety because this is a good thing and I'm just afraid of like partaking in a good thing and messing it up.
That's good.
I know. I was very impressed with that.
I wish that we would have exchanged things, because I don't have a great answer. Like, I don't really talk to a lot of people about the stuff that goes on in my life. Like, I feel like I'm kind of closed off most of the time. So I don't really get a lot of advice from people.
Do you have any other questions that you thought of, or I have another one?
I think I said my 3.
Did you? Okay. I have one that I feel like is kind of funny.
Okay.
If you could have a TV family, who would you choose? And I mean, like, you can pick, like, it doesn't have to be a already structured family. Like, you can pick a separate brother, a separate sister, a separate...
Okay. Oh, man. Can they be cartoons, too?
Go for it. It's your TV family.
Okay. Have you seen The Goldbergs?
Not in a long time.
I think I would have the mom from The Goldbergs.
Okay.
There's not a lot of great TV dads out there now that I'm, like, thinking about it.
I can think of a few.
Can you name them?
Bob Duncan.
Bob Duncan.
Yeah, that was going to be my choice.
That one's good.
I should have kept it to myself. It's okay, we'll be sisters.
I don't want to steal yours.
No, take Bob Duncan. I think I have a couple more.
Okay, so I think I would have Bob Duncan. That's a really good one. I'd have Beverly Goldberg. And for my siblings, I think I would have Barry Goldberg, because he's pretty funny. I think I'd have Pope from Outer Banks. He seems like he'd be a good brother.
Pope would be a great brother.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
think that's it.
Yeah, you did
I wouldn't want a lot of siblings.
Yeah, you did a mom, dad, and sister and brother.
Oh, for a little brother, I'd do young Sheldon.
That's bold. I can feel the attitude. Like, it'd be 7 a.m. and he would get an attitude with me, and I would have to try not to punt him across the room. He's funny. He's funny as hell to watch, but like, if I had to deal with that at 7 a.m., like, there's a lot of stuff that'd be going down.
I just want him to teach me a bunch of stuff.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would pick the mom from Bridgerton.
Mm-hmm. Which one?
The Lady Bridgerton.
Okay.
I really love her. She's such a sweetheart. If I had to pick a sister, Eloise.
Yeah.
And then for a dad, the dad from Modern Family.
I've only seen bits and pieces of that show.
Honestly, so have I. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But like everything that I've ever seen of that man, I know I would be like chill as fuck there. And then if I had to pick a brother, did I pick a brother? No. Danny from My Life with the Walter Boys.
That's a good one.
I had to think really hard about my brother because I was like, who's a guy that is like I could trust?
Yeah.
And like wouldn't have to worry about like going behind my back and like being snooty about me behind my back. And Danny. And also we would get along so well. Broadway.
Danny's a really good choice.
Broadway, we could talk about any
I have a question.
Okay.
Can you name like all of the animals that you've had like in your lifetime?
Okay. I can try. Mm-hmm. A hamster. A fish.
Name.
Do I have to say it?
Yeah, because I think I remember it.
I feel like this was a setup. The hamster's name is Gertrude McFluffinator.
How did you like come up with that?
I don't know. We were like 4 and 2.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, the hamster's name is Gertrude McFluffinator. I don't remember my personal goldfish's name, but Riley had 2 fish. The names were Gru and Minion.
Good choices.
Yeah. We had a dog, Lucy. Mm-hmm. We also had 3 dogs growing up, Sandy, Gizmo, and Harley. And then after Lucy, we had 2 other dogs, Ace and Hopper. And then I had a crested gecko. His name was Randall.
Do you have pictures of Randall? Did you name it Randall because of Monsters, Inc.?
I did, yeah. I don't have a lot of pictures of Randall. I don't know where those pictures went. I think that's pretty much all of them. And then I had, with Josh, I had, his cat's name was Bert. My cat's name was Newt. And then Emily's cat's name was Sapphire. Well, cute. Yeah, they are currently alive. They're all
of every single one of them.
Yeah, and then also the 3 other cats were Mittens, Ellie, Frosty. Oh, and then a 4th one, Loki, and then the 2 other dogs were Blondie and oh my gosh, why am I blank? Fluffy. There we go. It's a lot of names I just had to recall.
Yeah, Please. I can't recall all the names. I know, like
you asked a question that you couldn't answer.
Well, I was thinking about it, and I was like, we had a lot of, like, we always had an animal in my household. Like when I was like younger, we had a bird. Like I think it was like a cockatoo or something. Like it could talk, like that kind of bird.
Okay.
And then we had multiple dogs, but we had like 2 bunnies, and then the bunnies had baby bunnies. We had guinea pigs. I don't remember their names. This was like when I was like very, very young. We had multiple guinea pigs. We had cats. And then our cat gave birth and we had like 5 more cats. That was terrifying to witness at the ripe age of 7.
I was going to say, I almost commented on it when you said your bunnies had babies.
Yeah, I didn't see the bunnies, but the cats.
Can I just say, like, having animals that are having babies is terrifying.
Yeah, it really is.
Especially when they're so tiny and like they look like little moles. Like,
and then like, oh my god, like the cat, you would not expect to see like a cat birth like in the size of the cats that come out of it, and it's like, how are all of those inside of my cat? Like,
it's terrifying.
It's crazy.
Birth is scary.
Yeah, it really is.
And I mean, it's very beautiful. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, it's not like a cool thing.
But like
it is
at
very
the ripe
cool
age of 7,
yeah,
like a cat birth is kind of crazy. Like I did not. like, think my mom would let me in that room. But
did you ask?
No, I walked in there.
They didn't.
Ready.
They weren't
I was ready,
it?
but I wasn't ready.
So did you go in like knowing that he was giving birth?
Yeah.
Or?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I didn't know.
You chose it.
Yeah. I mean, I thought I was ready. I really did.
You were not.
I was not.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so we had those cats, and then we had a dog named Taz. He was a little Yorkie. Little Yorkie. It was my sister's dog. And then we had to give him away when we moved, and then we got Turner, which was big dog, Mastiff, Great Dane.
He was very big.
He was almost like 200 pounds, big dog. So we had him, and then our aunt moved in with us, and we got 4 cats. Zoe, Loki, Cypress, and no, I think it was just those 3. And then we got Callie, which was a pitty, and then my mom made me give her away, R.I.P. She's not dead, but I was dead inside. And then I got 2 chinchillas.
I was gonna ask when you were gonna bring the chinchillas. I was waiting on them.
And then I got 2 guinea pigs, and then I got my dog that I have now. Her name is Lily. And then I got my 2 cats, Lucy and Wesley. I only remember the like more recent names.
It's crazy because like I don't think anybody realizes how many animals like we've had like as friends like until you start naming them all. Mm-hmm. And then I get really sad and I'm like, dang, this is like really depressing. I mean, not depressing, but I mean, you know. And then I have one last one. Mm-hmm. What are your biggest pet peeves or icks?
When men tell me what to do.
Oh, so
I hate listening to men. I will listen to women all day. And the second a man decides to speak to me, I'm like, shut the fuck up. I hate when men try to tell me what to do.
And
other than my dad. I will listen to my dad all day. But any other man, why are you talking to me like that?
Right, yeah. Don't be an ass. Don't be an ass. Know your place.
Right. Know your place.
Oh my gosh. Mine is, like I said in the previous episode, I hate when people are rude to wait staff.
Yeah,
hate
that
it.
too.
Biggest pet peeve.
Or like,
my fight or flight goes off. As soon as something is wrong with an order and somebody tries to like step in for me, my fight or flight goes off. I'm like, no, I'll handle it myself.
Right.
I'm like, no.
I'm like, no, I'll just eat it. I'll eat it.
I'll take care of it. It's fine.
Don't worry about it.
I came up with this one because I knew everybody was like making ones up, but they're like, oh, imagine your man like running down a hill. Like, or imagine him chasing after the ping pong ball and beer pong. Like, little things like that. And I came up with one, and like I still like whenever I think about it, I get like shivers up my spine. But can you imagine like 20 years down the line, your man using a shoehorn, like having to use a shoehorn?
No.
Put his shoes on.
I think I would hate that.
It's like, no, absolutely. I don't care if your back is half as bad as mine is right now, and you're bending the fuck down. Yeah. You are bending down.
Right. Dude, I can't. Where would you even put a shoehorn? Like, no space for that. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Part of me almost, like, because of you, I almost burped out loud at work the other day. And I was like,
it's just like, I can't not do it.
I know, it's so funny. Okay. And then, so, do you have any other questions?
I don't think I did.
Okay, I also came up with something else that I kind of wanted to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the weird-ass shit that we had to do in elementary school? Like, do you remember anything weird that we had to do in elementary school? Because I do. We had this, like, old-time week where we were, like, maidens and, like...
The butter.
I was gonna bring up the butter and the ice cream. They had us churn our own butter. They had us write with quills.
Oh my god, I have a story about that.
Do you?
Yeah, but you continue.
That was pretty much it. I mean, I was just hoping to spark a conversation and we could go off of that. But they had us, like, take these little, like, Gerber baby baby food jars. And then they had us put like heavy cream and a marble inside of it and do whatever.
Okay, but that ice cream was so good though.
Well, yeah, the ice cream was good. I actually almost made homemade ice cream the other
night. Me too. I was
thinking about it. I was like, ooh, I haven't had this since elementary school. But yeah, and then quills as well. I think, and it's crazy too because the teachers used that as an excuse to, number one, scare us because there was I don't remember what teacher it was, but there was a teacher who had said something along the lines of, she was like, well, if you talked to me like that 30 years ago, we would have had to pop you with a ruler. And then she took out a ruler.
Oh my God. Are you talking about cut that out.
You can bleep it. It's okay.
That teacher literally came up to me because I was talking while she was talking and slammed a ruler down next to my hand. And she was like, I would have hit you with that. I was like,
I honestly, maybe it was you. Maybe it was you I'm thinking of. That's insane.
Dude, I was traumatized. And then she made me write my name in the book that she had for like bad kids.
She was fucking Trunchbull. Like,
she had a book where I had to write my name in it, and then I don't know. I think I like missed out on a recess or something. But like I was so like traumatized.
Oh my God, I just remembered something. Sorry.
I was like so traumatized from that day. I like never talked to her again. And then I saw her in public because she taught every single one of my siblings. Like we all went to beat that. We all went to that school, and she had taught every single one of us. Also, Miss taught all of my siblings, but that teacher like taught all of us, and then she also was teaching my niece. So I was out with my sister and my niece, and we bumped into her in like a Target or something, and they were like talking, and Jessica was like, oh, how are you doing, blah, 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 because she taught Jessica, and she was like, oh yeah, I taught all them kids except for you. I was like, yeah, I'm glad you don't remember me because I don't want to remember you. Period. Because that was messed up what she did, bro.
Do you know what's so crazy? Oh my gosh. So I did have like another thing that I wanted to bring up that was weird that we did in elementary school, but while we're on the topic of teachers doing insane things and like punishments, I remembered there was, before I went to the school that we shared, I was at a elementary school. It was in like second grade, I think. My leg was, because I went to the same school as you in third grade, but in second grade I had broken my leg, and I remember there was a substitute in the class, and there were like some kids were being bad or something like that, like they were talking, and I was a suck up, like I was a little goody. I mean, like I'd be like, guys, stop talking, she's trying to teach. I was that little annoying ass kid. Like I was a fucking suck up, and they were talking, and she was pissed because nobody was behaving, and we had her for like a week. Like our teacher was out for a week, and they were talking, and she basically like she was like, guys, stop talking, whoever like starts talking again is gonna miss recess. And these kids were talking, and I turned around, I was like, guys, stop talking, she's trying to teach. And then she turned around, she's like, who said that? And I was like, I was dead silent, and these kids were like, Bella, and I was
who's the snitch now?
They were so tired of my ass. But get this, my leg was broken, right? Do you know what the punishment was? She had me skip recess and walk around the blacktop on my crutches.
I hated that punishment though.
I was like, you couldn't like pick any other punishment for the kid who has crutches. I already can't participate in recess. I had to sit on the sidewalk and watch all my friends play basketball. Like, I was so mad. I was like, okay. And then it was so weird too, because I guess she felt bad for me because she started walking next to me around the blacktop. And she was like, I like your jacket. And I was like, thanks. And she was like, where'd you get it? And I was like, my mom. Because I'm in second grade. I don't fucking know where my mom got my jacket. And I mean, like, I was so mad. I completely forgot about that. If I ever find you, I don't know your name. I don't know what you look like. I blocked you out from my memory. But if I ever find you, we're going to have words. Because how dare you make little 7-year-old me walk around the blacktop in crutches? Probably had freaking like burns under my arms. Yeah. I think I went home and told my mom, and she got like really mad.
Yeah, my mom got mad at the ruler thing.
Did she say anything? Because I think my mom called. Say anything. I think my mom called and like raised a fit, and she's like, "Why are you making my kid walk around?"
Like because she didn't actually like hit me with it. She just like real close to my hand, like smacked it on the table.
That alone,
like next to my hand.
Like I don't understand why people would use fear to dictate children.
Real,
like it's just
real.
No, people are not, like, those kids are not old. I mean, I understand that at a certain age, you know, you're not supposed to, like, talk in class. You're not supposed to do certain things in class. But if you're using fear to dictate that. And like physical fear, no, absolutely not. There are certain things that like honestly, like, yeah, punishments are valid, where like there's a certain age where things like that are okay, but it's never okay to threaten somebody like with physical force.
Real.
Point blank. And that's just my opinion, which should be fact. That's my opinion. I did want to bring up one more other thing that was crazy that we did in elementary school. Do you remember speed stacking?
Yes. I was so good at that.
I think...
I do have a question, by the way, like after.
I think I thought that I was good at it. I don't think I was.
At home, girl.
I used to bring them home, and my buddy, who lived across the street, he had them, and like I'd go over and we'd practice. And I was like the only girl on the street, so I wanted to be cool, and like the boys were all speed stacking. So I was like, I'm one of the boys now, and they're like, no, you're not, you suck. And I was like, okay. I was like, okay. And so
it was kind of hard, low key.
It was. I think I tried to like. I feel like in middle school we definitely had like a day or two where we had those, and I tried to do them, and I was not nearly as good as I was in elementary school.
Like gym class when we did it.
Yeah. Also, why were we doing that in gym class?
Real.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I wasn't complaining.
God,
I was not fit.
Gym class?
Fuck. Why do I have to run? Why do I have to run fast?
Real.
If anything, shouldn't it be a test of endurance, not speed? Take that back. Why is there a test point blank? I don't.
Real. I don't want to be tested on my running. I want to run for fun.
I want to run for fun. You wonder why none of these kids wanted to do track. You traumatized us.
Right.
You traumatized us.
Literally.
If I hear that beep, I'm running away. Like, that's it. The fitness gram pacer test is a
Girl. I thought you were about to say the whole thing.
No. But like, no. Fuck the pacer test. Fuck the flexibility one.
The flexibility one.
Yeah, there was a box where there was like the box was shaped like this, right? It was shaped like that. You would put your feet here, and on the top, on the long flat top, there was a pusher, and you would lean forward.
I was good at that one, girl.
Were you?
Yeah, I was.
I'm not flexible.
I loved that one.
I thought I was gonna break my freaking.
I hated when they pulled out like the mats, like they made us pull out the gym mats, and then we had to do different exercises on each like station.
I used to cheat for the sit-ups.
Real.
Like, whoever I was paired with, I'd be like, don't call it. Don't call it.
I was going to ask if there's anything that you did, like, when you were younger that you wish that you continued doing.
Let me think. Oh, I don't like how that looked.
Because I played basketball. Like, my grandpa made me do basketball at, like, this, like, rec center. I don't know if you remember me going there. But I had to go, like, every, like, Wednesday or every Thursday or something, and I got really good at basketball, and then I stopped doing it after like a year and a half, and I don't remember why I stopped, but then I got so bad at it.
I wish I stuck with volleyball. That's and as far as sports go, I wish I stuck with that, because I think that's one thing that my anxiety got the best of me over, is because I was so deathly afraid of like messing up. So I just stopped going. But I think if I stuck with it, I could have actually done pretty good. I was talking to my friend about this recently, where I wish that there was more like entry-level adult sports.
There is.
Was it you I was talking to about this? No, I don't remember who I was talking to about this. But I was like, I want to get back into volleyball, but I also feel like I'll look really silly if I'm like.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely places where you can go and like they have like classes and stuff, I think, and then they'll like actually play against like other people.
Really?
But I'm not sure where it is. I just know that there has to be something like that.
I think there is. It's just
because I know that there's some for soccer.
Is there?
Yeah, because Matt does that.
I kind of want to do it. I know there's different ones for different sports, but I don't know that. And then I wish that I stuck with like acting. Like, yeah, I loved acting. I loved theater, like anything musical. Anything like that. Like, I had such a big passion for it, and I wished I stuck with that as an adult. It's something that I still try to do, like, in my free time, but it's a lot more difficult, especially because, like, I couldn't do anything with it in college, and, like, now I'm out of college, and I work 8 to 5, and Monday through Friday, and I'm, like, I don't really have a lot of free time during the week to do that, which sucks.
I would do like acting or something. Like I would take like an acting class, but in high school we didn't really have like options. Like we had to like ask for a drama class. Like we didn't have a drama class, and I was really mad because my mom didn't let me go to the school that I wanted to go to because my brother went to the school, so I had to go to the school that he was going to. But I wanted to go to the school for the arts and stuff. And they did like musicals and stuff there, and I was so jealous.
They did do a lot of really good stuff at that school.
Yeah, and so I was like really, really sad. But we did have a drama class in I think it was my junior year, and my drama teacher, it was my favorite teacher ever.
You had it in your freshman year.
Shout out to, no, not drama.
You did.
I had chorus.
You definitely did something in a play, because I went to go see you your freshman year.
I think that wasn't a class. That was the club, the drama club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they had the drama club. Like, and I did that throughout my 4 years, but the actual class we didn't have until my junior year, and then they took it away senior year because not enough kids signed up for it.
What?
Yeah, it was really messed up.
I was really sad because when I started doing homeschooling, I was, it was like 6 months into my freshman, not even 6 months. It was probably like 4 months into my freshman year. They had asked the drama teacher at the high school that I had gone to previously, during their like junior year. They asked him, they were like, oh, for drama club, can she, like, she used to go here and she's homeschooled, like she lives locally, can she come and like do drama club with us? And he said no. Really? And I was really sad because they were performing one of my favorite musicals, and I really, really, really wanted to be in it. As I have this thing where like anytime there's a musical, I want to gender bend a male lead. I don't know what it is.
I could body Beetlejuice, just saying.
That is on my, when I went to go see Beetlejuice in New York, I put the caption on my Instagram, I will be the first female Beetlejuice on Broadway.
Real.
I will be. Point blank. Anytime, like.
Manifest it. Manifesting.
I could be a fantastic Beetlejuice. I know I could. I've been practicing.
You'd be a good Sweeney Todd too.
Sweeney Todd too. But I do really love Mrs. Lovett as well. So I'd be happy with either of those.
You do a one-woman play.
I really would. I really would. Think I won't. Oh, Mr. Todd, I'm so happy. I could eat you up. I really could. No. But I really wanted to be like the male lead in this musical. Yeah. And I was like, please let me audition. Please let me audition. And he was like, no, you don't go to our school.
Why did he say no though? Like, what was the reason? I feel like
because I wasn't enrolled in that school, which I mean, like, is fair. But
he could have like asked the principal or something.
He could, yeah, he definitely could have done something. But he didn't. And I mean, that's okay. I went to more local productions, which sucked because that was more like cliquey and exclusive, so I didn't get a good opportunity for that at all. But do you ever memorize monologues for fun?
Sometimes. From like TV shows.
I love memorizing monologues. My go-to audition monologue is the monologue from 13 Going on 30, where she's in the like big boardroom meeting. Thank you, Maya. If my friend Maya watches this, our friend Maya.
Maya!
Maya gave me this idea like back in 2018, I think, when I was auditioning. I auditioned for a production of Into the Woods. I did not get it. I got a call back though, which was
slay.
That was my first professional like audition. So getting a callback was like a really big deal for me. But I told her, I was like, I don't know what to do for the monologue, and she gave me the idea. She was like, well, why don't you do, and one of her favorite movies, it might be her favorite movie, I don't know for sure, is 13 Going on 30. And she was like, you should do the monologue where she's presenting to the magazine about the new idea that she wants to do. And so it's like a 1.5-minute long monologue that I memorized, and now it's my go-to audition monologue. And nobody ever does it because everybody does like the same things.
I used to do the Romeo and Juliet one. I don't remember which part, but it was from Romeo and Juliet.
I don't think I was attached to that as everybody else was. I never got the hype with. I'm not a big Shakespeare person.
That's fair.
I don't know what it is. Shakespeare does not like call to me like he calls to other people. And people are like, oh my god, I love Shakespeare. And I'm like, are we looking at the same dude?
Some of his stuff is like iffy.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not. To me, I was talking to Kyler about it, but like for me to be invested in a good story, like I need to like feel an attachment to the characters.
Yeah.
And I know that that's kind of like a universal thing, but I don't have really any attachment to Shakespeare characters.
That's fair.
I don't know. Makes me kind of sad. I want to be a part of the hype. Can someone include me?
Real.
And yeah, We hope to catch you. We plan on posting on Wednesdays, and then we film on Tuesdays. So every Wednesday, expect a new video. And then if we find anything interesting or funny between Tuesdays and when we post on Wednesdays, then we'll definitely upload funny clips. But yeah, definitely check out our link tree in the description.
Slay.
We've got Instagram, Facebook.
Do we have Twitter?
We don't have Twitter.
No Twitter.
No Twitter.
Don't
we
look
have
us up on Twitter.
Don't look us up on Twitter. I'm already in the trenches enough. Like I don't need to add Twitter to that. But yeah. And then we should be on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and YouTube.
Yay.
So very exciting. If you want to see our faces, check out our YouTube. And yeah, I think that's it.
And hopefully we'll have some more ideas for our next podcast. I know that I want to do like a crime one, like a true crime one.
Yeah.
That's all my ideas for right now. It's just true crime. So if you guys want to hear anything, let us know.
Absolutely.
And we will incorporate your ideas.
Definitely. We will. And?
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Finger guns.
Finger guns.